This is the 3-point line, and I'm John D Reinhart. Today we've gone into the field to the Alvin P Memorial Park. Take a look at this Vergona GR-800 XL4 mobile crane. Now, this is not an image that you'll find on skippitywhistles.com, but it's drawn in the same style. So if you like the way those images are drawn, well, this is how it's done. Everything is done on a 960 by 540 point artboard, which turns out to be the perfect size for the posts on Skippity Whistles. You can of course make it whatever size you'd like. You got your 3 layers, borderless white rectangle locked in the basement, our reference image locked on the main floor, and space for our 3-point lines upstairs. Now I'm so stubborn that I'm sticking with the fuchsia color of this 3-point line, even though it's kind of hard to see against the blue sky. Tradition. It's all just tradition. Now our subject today is this awesome Vergona mobile crane. Check it out. This thing all by itself weighs 100,000 pounds. Now the tires on this thing are 29.5 inches thick, right? And you inflate them to 57 pounds. Your car, you inflate to 35 pounds. The thing can lift 80 tons. Now this boom is folded, but when it's in its full length, it's 152 feet long. The coolest part is that the front and rear wheels can steer. I mean, this thing can actually drive sideways. We're drawing with a 3-point line because it makes a nicely detailed image on Skippity Whistles. We'll be using a 1-point line for some of the details, but not these A-frames. Those work out to be 3 points wide. It's kind of confusing here because the boom is folded over, making the angles cross over each other. In this scale, you can't see who's in the foreground, reminding us that the image has to look right, but it doesn't have to be right. So the cool thing about cranes is that they use these cables, so we get to make these nifty little circles. The 1-point line looks great for the roughly 10.52 gazillion hydraulic lines on this thing. It makes the details pop. Yes, I said pop. I don't normally use that word. Are these curves precise? No, they're not. Why? Because we're making an impression of this machine, not the machine itself. Only the guys from Vergona, which is based here in New Jersey, are going to care about the diameter of these arcs, and they're not going to even notice because of the scale. But they want to see an arc, and we've done that. Now there's a kind of zen to zooming around the drawing board. When something looks imposing, go work on something else while you think about the first thing, and then it's not too bad. We'll just use our 1-point line to make this cookie shape. Hate that. The 1-point line is ideal for the rigging. It's all a combination of cables, spars, and hydraulic lines. This thing is really cool. Because we're making an illustration of this mobile crane and not recreating the picture, the safety cone just kind of goes away. Now the tires. At first I thought I'd put them on a separate layer and just create one with the plan of copy and pasting it in place for the other one. No, sir, these are not the same. I can't tell if the rear one is larger, but it certainly looks different. All these rubber notches, the things are made of nylon, all these nylon notches, these dirt grabbers, are so pronounced, but they don't have an inside edge. It's weird. And because that rear wheel is turned, the aspect is just, like a challenge. Still, they look cool when they're done. Putting the tires on a separate layer presents another challenge when it comes to making our coloring book live paint. So you have to merge the layers to create the live paint, which reveals all of the spaces that need a null color because they're supposed to be open spaces. Now the base of the real machine is black on black with black. Now ours is kind of a charcoal gray so that you can see the black outlines. The crane structure is this pretty blue, and the most of the boom is white. The safety orange hooks have a splash of interest. So overall, it took about 2 hours to get this image done. Most of it was spent on those tires. If you like it, you could pop a like on this video, which, if you like that, you can subscribe to. Go visit skippitywhistles.com to see hardworking images just like this, hard at work. I'm John D Reinhart. Thanks for watching this episode of The 3-Point Line.